Hi everyone, welcome in. This is Julie Maxon, the Maine Stamper, and I am here for your Thursday at 3. Now I want you to know that this is a recording of Thursday at 3. I am not actually live. I am scheduling this out to drop for Thursday at 3 because I can't be with you live this week. I am, as I'm recording this, I'm still obviously here in Maine, but I am going to be on a plane soon, heading to Houston, Texas for Stampin' Up's On Stage convention, and I am so overly excited about this. I still have to pack. But anyway, we are going to do a Thursday at 3 together, and I'm still going to share something with you. Now, normally I come on Thursday at 3 and do a fun fold card, but today I'm actually going to do a 3D project, and this is going to be a little treat box holder. Look at how cute this little box is, and I have to say it's very heavy too. I have treats in it. It's it's a big 3D project, and I'm really excited to bring this to you. Now, as I have been doing my class this week, this is my Easter Spring Fling week, right? So I'm kind of covering Easter and spring. On Monday, I had a card class and I shared so many awesome cards with you. 4 different bundles. So there's so many ways that you can use the Easter and spring bundles for your festive cards for right now. Let's get over to my workspace because we're going to talk about those as well. So let's get over here. And you're going to see here on my workspace, this is the PDF tutorial for this cute little, I'm calling it Excellent Eggs because that's what I've used for the product in here. And this is a square pillow box. So we're going to talk about how we're going to make this. We're also going to talk about how it works. And I don't know if you can sneak peek in there, but I have a whole bunch of Reese's peanut butter cups because I feel like chocolate is the answer to everything. So if you're on my newsletter list, you've got this recipe here. It's going to have some pictures on assembly, the supplies that I use, the directions, all the good things, right? So make sure you are on my newsletter list. I share something fun every Thursday. So we're going to talk about this awesome treat box. But before we do that, let's take an Easter parade back through the cards that we covered this week. So we started out with Excellent Eggs for the card class. This was the one that I did with Flirty Flamingo and Lemon Lolly. It's just a really sweet card, but I did a color swap and I used Fresh Freesia and Soft Seafoam. And I asked you who wore it better because I like to play that game. And a lot of you love the purple. I mean, who doesn't love purple, right? So you can obviously take this design and use it in all kinds of colors, right? So speaking of purple, our second card was with the Easter Bunny stamp and the Bunny Punch. And this is a lot of purple, but we mixed in a little bit of yellow to kind of brighten this up too. Really fun, easy design here. The third card in my class on Monday was with the Filled with Fun, an online exclusive bundle. So you can get the stamp set and dies or just either or, right? So we have You Make My Heart Bloom. Look at how cute these cute little spring flowers are, all colored up with Stampin' Blends. But I like to change things up. So during my live class, I actually left these little flowers colored, basically, right? I started with white cardstock and then I sponged color on. So you can do either or with that one. That one's fantastic. And then we ended our class with the Easter Lilies. So I just love this one so much. I think that's a really elegant, beautiful card. So I wanted to share with you kind of the card class that we had this week. Now, when I wanted to come on and share a cute 3D project that was going to hold candies because Easter is obviously Easter is about the risen Lord, but it's also a really great time to have chocolate. Now, I think every day is a good time to have chocolate, but you know, Easter, everyone is in the chocolate mood, right? So I wanted to share a treat holder, and I didn't have time. This is a very busy week for me. I didn't have time to create my own box. So you could definitely look up a tutorial, make a box, put the eggs on it if you wanted to. Super fun, right? But I'm looking for shortcuts this week because it's, again, busy week for me. So I'm using this, and hopefully you can see this really funky looking, it's called a square pillow box, and it's actually in the spring catalog. You get 10 of these when you order a package. They are food safe, so you can put food in that's not even wrapped up, like jelly beans and cute little candies, right? They're on page 9 of the mini catalog, the January to April. They are called square pillow boxes, and the number is 162559. They're $8, and you get 10 of these cute little boxes. Now, they are stampable as well. So we're starting with this box, and there's all kinds of little folds in here. Hopefully you can see there's some shiny adhesive on here. So the adhesive is here too. So the first thing you really have to do is you have to bend this along all of these weird oddball creases. Now the waxy side is meant to be, actually I can't tell which, this is the waxy side. Waxy side is meant to be on the inside, but if you just start kind of using these folds, and you have to very gently kind of push them in and downward. So all these little creases are kind of at odd angles, but if I hold it just like this, you're going to kind of see the formation here of our box as we go. So you're just going to play with these little bends and creases, and you're going to make them, I start with the outside flaps. I feel is like kind of easier to go this way. We know that this is going to bend in this way. So we're creating a really awesome little, so this is the bottom. The top will have the two flaps that are going to close together, and they go together. Let me hold this up right here. They go together really nicely. They kind of just fold in. You don't even have to like secure them. They're really handy. So this is the box. So as I'm doing this is step one in your box. Now here's the tape on both of these sides. So as I'm doing this, I'm actually kind of forming my box, and I'm making all of these creases kind of work nicely together. So just form your box. It doesn't take a lot of pressure to make this box into the shape that it's going to be. So now that we've got that done, we're going to look for the little sticker peel off here. So this is going to peel off on one side. So this is how much tape is on here. It's a very secure tape, and I like to do them one side at a time. So I'm just going to kind of form this back into the box and just push this over and let this catch here on the side. So one of my sides is now glued down. Now I have to do the same thing here on the opposite side. So I'm going to just peel off this tape, and I'm going to hold my box kind of on the countertop here, and then just fold this over and secure it. And this is really strong tape, which is really nice. I'm going to open this back up, and there's my little box. And how cute is that? Now again, this is stampable, so if you're going to stamp it, you're going to stamp it before you assemble it, right? Obviously you don't want to try to attempt to stamp it at this point. However, I just decorated mine up, and I added some really cute elements here. I've added some designer series paper and some ribbon, and I'm going to just share with you quickly how easily it can be done. Now, because this is kind of a curved box, I recommend that you kind of curl just the ends, the four corners, I should say, of your designer series paper. So if you curl that up a little bit, you can kind of see it curled. It's going to actually form nicely on the box once you put your adhesive on. I didn't warm my adhesive up here, so we're just kind of winging here the adhesive. Hopefully my adhesive is going to work. I say that every time. I probably should start trying to pay more attention. Now, if you have an orientation, the opening is going to be up, right? So on your designer series paper, if you had an orientation, you would want it to be facing upward at this point. And I'm going to just pop this on here. These little pieces of designer series paper are measured at 2.5 by 2.5, just in case you're not on my newsletter, you don't have this little recipe, right? It covers most of that side right there. So we're gonna do the same thing here. We're just gonna take our bone folder, just gently kind of curl the four corners. That helps it just kind of have that natural motion that it's going to come down and around here on this preformed box, which is absolutely the best thing in the world when you're in a hurry, like I am this week, right? I didn't have time to figure out some directions on how to cut paper, score it 15 different ways, trim it here, here, and here, right? So if you need something shortcut wise, just reach for something like this. It's perfect. Now I did use my double oval punch. I'm going to change it up. I hope you're noticing this as I'm going here too. This one is very pink. We're going to do some blue on this one. So I used my double oval punch, which I love, and I did the scallop in the Azure Afternoon instead of Bubble Bath, which is what I have for my original and my directions. And I'm just going to continue to use the oval here. I've used the oval here for my designer series paper, and I just felt like the sides needed something, but it's really going to be hard to get a straight anything in here. So these little ovals and this little scallop just kind of dress it up and kind of give it that whole little, like you're holding on to it here and here. It just worked really well in my mind as I put this together. I think it turned out pretty cute. So we're just going to center these on here. We don't have to curl these. These will fit on here just really nicely. And look how cute, right? These would be fantastic party favors if you have like a kid's birthday party. They're great for coworkers if you want to give them little treats at some point, you know, whether it's their birthday, whether you're using them at Easter time, whenever somebody needs a little pick-me-up, right? So that's how easy it is to decorate the box. Now we're going to go ahead and do the ribbon next, because the ribbon is going to wrap around, and I'm using these really fantastic ribbons. This is a set of 3 that you get there in the annual catalog. I use the Bubble Bath on my pink card here. Super beautiful. These are great colors for springtime as well. This is Lemon Lolly, and my ribbon is like everywhere right now, but we need about 25 inches. So we need quite a bit of string, or ribbon I should say, because it's basically going to wrap around the box, and then we're going to also make a bow. So I'm going to just measure that out quick, move some of these things aside. So decide which one you want to be the front or back. Really, it doesn't matter. Maybe one is a little bit more centered than the other. Maybe they look exactly the same, but you're going to decide front and back, and you're going to bring your ribbon around the box like so. We're just going to make sure the ribbon is flat though, all the way around. And then over here on the side, I'm going to kind of pull these together to even them up. We're just going to create that little bow right here on the edge of our package right here. So right here on the edge, hopefully you can see that as I'm trying to do the ribbon and make sure everything is lining up properly. Now it twisted a little bit on me here, so I'm gonna make a slight adjustment here. And nope, we're gonna back up again. We're gonna try it over. So here we go. We're gonna go this way. You know, everything is a little bit trickier when you do it live. Okay, I think this is gonna work. We're gonna keep going here. This is gonna work. I'm gonna manipulate this a little bit, and we are putting the eggs over top as well. So that's gonna kind of hide the side here that wants to kind of bend in a new way. So I'm getting this on here. Now, of course, ribbon is one of those things that as you work with it, right? Ribbon, bows, they're not like going to be perfect out the gate. It's something that you're going to play with a little bit. So you decide how big you want it to be. Now, this is pretty generous, so I could probably make that a little bit smaller. So you can see here that there's a lot of play with the ribbon. Once you're happy with it, my suggestion is to grab a glue dot and just put one glue dot. Let me see if I can find the most recent one here. One glue dot underneath where the bow is going to sit. So where this little bow is going to sit, I'm just going to back that right back onto there with a glue dot. And then we will obviously need to trim this up a little bit. So we'll just a little bit, not too much at first, but there, how cute is that little ribbon on there on that package? It goes all the way around. Now it's loose everywhere else, but it is secured right there. And then we're going to be doing our little egg decoration on top of that. Now, of course, if you choose to do things besides eggs, you definitely can, right? So we've got Memento ink here. This is the Excellent Eggs bundle, and I did the whole, like I said, Monday night I did a class. If you've missed it, go back and check it out, where you see how I stamp some of the different cards that I showed you at the beginning of this video. So your Memento ink is going to stamp this really cute egg right here. So you can see here that I've colored it, and I used blends. So I kept kind of similar light colors depending on my paper, depending on the ribbon. I've got Balmy, Lemon, and Bubble Bath right here. And then this piece right here of your basic cardstock, your colorful cardstock, right? You're going to go ahead and you're going to die cut these out. So this is going to go across this image, and then your next size egg up, right? So these are nested together. And then there's one more bigger die for the eggs as well, but I'm not going to do all that right now because this is going to be a quick video. So I actually already die cut, and I love the little stitching on the egg. And I did color this a little bit more in the blue family here because I wanted to make one that's a little bit more blue. So after you've die cut and colored, right? So we're just pretending we fast forwarded that part. You're just going to put these two eggs together. So just like that, super sweet. And to assemble them onto the box itself, we're going to bring in dimensionals, because this is going to be way easier than trying to get this egg to sit on here flat and go over the ribbon. Dimensionals are so handy for so many things. So we're going to put dimensionals on here. We're going to do 2 at the top of the ribbon, and we're going to do 2 at the bottom of the ribbon. Now, just in the center, they don't have to be like, you don't have to worry about exactly where this is going to go. You have a little bit of play here with the size of the egg, but that's going to hold the egg on here So we don't even have to attach it with anything else. So let's get these backings off of here. We can kind of put this on here a little bit of an angle. I like the little play of angles here with this one. So we're going to put that on there. We may have to adjust our bow a little bit, but you can see here, and then when you pop these down one on top of the other, you can see here how beautiful that is. Now, as I put this together, I would have done something just slightly different, and I didn't think of it while I was doing it, so I'm going to mention it now. If you're making these at home, pay attention to how this opens. So you can see that this one is going to open this way first, but this flap is a little bit looser and it's facing forward. So I'm not really quite as happy with this one. I may take this apart and redo it. But this one, I've got the flap. You can see this little notch here. It's facing backwards. So when you look at it like this, you don't see that. You see a seam kind of coming across. You don't see it open toward you. So there's the difference between the two. So lessons learned here. I've made this one and then totally forgot that when you do this, you may want to not have this being the facing forward. Maybe you like it that way. Maybe that just makes it easier for the recipient to go, oh, there's something in here, I should open it. But this is my little 3D project, really super cute. And I do have one more to share with you. So thanks for hanging out with me for this Thursday at 3 by video. So I also did one where I took my lily card and I kind of recreated. I had an extra lily left over from my He Is Risen card. So you can see here that this matches really nicely. So this is the little gift box. This is a card that you can give out. So you've got matching card and gift box, which I think is fabulous. I love it so much. So again, I used the same papers. I used the bubble bath. I just had another lily that was ready to go for that one. So that is a look at, and I think this would look really cute with this one because these kind of go together, right? So you've got, you know, kind of card matching. This one would go cutely with this one. So again, you've got some blues here with, so you can definitely, you know, do a card and a little gift box at the same time, and then you'll be able to give your recipients something really fabulous. So that is the Thursday at 3. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you think these are adorable and that you are going to go out and you're going to get all the supplies so that you can make your own cute little gift boxes. Now keep in mind, Easter is coming up. I know it's coming up very quickly, and if you don't think you have time to get these done for Easter, these little boxes are perfect for other gift giving occasions. Remember, birthdays, pick-me-ups, all kinds of cute little treats that you can just hand out, fill them with whatever you want, but they are definitely going to be made with love. So thanks for hanging out with me and checking out this adorable project. I am going to be sharing a lot of things from the Houston area if you are watching this the week of March 14th. So stay tuned for all the good stuff I've got coming, and I'll be back with more fun again really soon. So thanks everybody. I appreciate it. And if you leave me comments, I will be sure to check them all out. All right. Have a great day. And until next time, stay inspired, create something beautiful, share the love. Bye everybody.